What are you doing in our house?
You shouldn't be here. Looks like Netflix took the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise out of the freezer to thaw. After watching the trailer a few dozen times, I have some thoughts. First and foremost, we saw his face way too early. It's like, yeah, it's the usual Texas Chainsaw Massacre setup. Somebody's riding through Texas, la 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 la, everything's fine. Oh, I went off the road. I've gone off the road and I'm into a combine. And then, oh, is what we should have heard, but we didn't. Instead, we saw like a poppy field, a rose field. I don't know what they grow in Texas, but we saw a field and boop, here comes his face. Like, did we really need to see it that early? You should have made us wait a little while for that. He popped his head up and it was like, got some car trouble there. Let me help you there. Like, it wasn't like, I'm going to murder you. It just wasn't. It wasn't like that. It was very reminiscent to me. Maybe I'm using the right word there, maybe I'm not. To the whole Halloween Kills, that franchise, how we're kind of wrapping that all up. Like, she's going to kill him in the end, we think. We almost definitely know. But that's where I feel like we're coming with this one. We're like, let's take the franchise out of the freezer one last time, thaw it out, and see how much money / blood comes out in the thaw trick. But, with that being said, I don't care. I don't care, though. I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise. I always have. Personal note, the original 74 film is my favorite horror film. When people ask me, that's what I say. It's good to see a new incarnation of it every few years, it seems like now. But either way, more gore. Also, I have seen they brought back John Larroquette to do, again, brought him back again. But that's awesome. You know, nostalgia. Keep some things the same and change new things for the new generation. All of this is supposed to take place 50 years after the initial occurrences, the situation at hand. She was at least a teenager in the first movie. And he was probably what, teenager, early 20s? So they're in their 60s. Yeah, it's going to be a battle for the ages. He's going to barely be able to start the chainsaw. No, I'm kidding all aside. But it is an issue that mulled around in my head a little bit. They're very old. They couldn't be older. And when she comes on screen, she's sporting that, like, well, not the first time she's on screen in the trailer, but the second time she's on screen in the trailer, she's sporting the white cowboy hat. Very a la Dennis Hopper in Texas Chainsaw 2. Not sure if that was a nod to the movie or their intentions there, but as soon as I saw her and she's loading the guns in the back of the truck, like, that's time to kick some ass. It really definitely felt, for me at least, that it was a nod to the Dennis Hopper character in Texas Chainsaw 2. But apparently none of the movies after the first one have happened in this cinematic slasher gore universe. It was good to see that there's almost a guarantee for a high body count. That bus full of kids, don't know, well, people in their mid to late 20s portraying people in their late teens to early 20s. But they're all dead and we know it. They basically showed us like, well, you're dead, and I hope they all run. We give chase. It really turns out to be exciting, not just waiting for that final confrontation. And I think that's where they're going with this. I'm sure I missed tons of stuff that happened in the trailer, little nods here and there, but I just wanted to give my initial opinion on the trailer before the film comes out, because I will definitely be doing a review on that. Leatherface is back, baby.